The opinions you're about to hear are solely the opinions of your Ham Right podcast. Our intent is to inform and entertain, not to offend. So sit back, relax, and we finna get to this business, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be listening to us in the world. It's your Ham Right podcast with your boy C Ham, aka Cal L, and as always with my brother by my side.
That boy D Ham, also known as L Ham, because I got called the Mexican this week. So hey, that might be one of my new aliases, L Ham.
Oh man, you do look like you can celebrate Hispanic Heritage.
Oh boy, here you go. What's good, bro?
Hey, everything is everything, man. Glad to be back in the lab with you, man. Kick this stuff to the people, man.
Hey, check it. Before we start on, the format and, the segments this week, I just want to, share something with the people. Bro, I truly love you. I appreciate everything you do for the podcast. I appreciate everything you do for me when I be going through things. I be needing someone to talk to. You be, a ear and a shoulder to lean on and listen to me. I just appreciate everything you do. And I know sometimes, like, here, like I be coming at you or whatever, but that's just our relationship. Cause like we just joked before we came on, it's you come at me too. It just some things you come at me with can't be said on camera for whatever reasons. But I just want to let you know, dog, like I truly appreciate everything you do for the podcast. I know you used to be like one team, one fight, and it is. But like I couldn't do this without you. It ain't know your hand right without you. Like I appreciate everything you do. And I hope that I'm not only a good brother to you and the other siblings that you are to me.
Right.
So that's it, man.
Oh man, you tugging at my heartstrings and everything, dog. You know how I ain't gonna say sensitive I am, man, but that caught me off guard. That was unscripted, y'all, man. And yes, you are. You are that brother to me and more. I not only would I kill for you, but I die for you, man.
Yeah, like Pop used to say, I kill a brick about you. Now, how you kill a brick that's already dead? But that's how much.
Man, whatever it takes.
He'll find a way, yeah. But
whatever
I love you, man. And I appreciate you.
I love you too, dog. I love you too, man. Oh man, I don't even know how to move on from that, dog.
Yeah. Here you go.
That was moving, man. Well, let's get into dying for something
and not moving too much. Kind of, incapacitated, laid up with collapsed lungs and shanks to the head and chest and neck and back.
That's crazy, man. So Tory Lanez, man. So all of y'all know Tory Lanez. He's been locked up for, I think he got like 10 years or whatever for that Megan Thee Stallion incident, man. He was stabbed 14 times, dog. My word. Hey, so reports state that he was stabbed 7 times in the back, 4 times in the torso, 2 to the back of the head, and and just to top it all, once in the face, man.
Nasty.
Out of all that, he had both his lungs collapsed, so he's on the breathing apparatus right now.
Yeah, they took him off. He off of it now, but that first day he was on that breathing machine. He needed help to breathe with 2 collapsed lungs.
14 times, man.
Boy. They tried to send him to the upper room.
The upper room. Well, and here's the thing, man. If those are trained killers, man,
his rumors out there that Mexican Mafia might have, because the dude that did it is supposed to be affiliated with the Mexican Mafia. What makes you wonder, is it Texas related? Was it a hit came down from others?
Those your people?
I mean,
Mexican.
Oh.
All right, man.
Boy, you's a nasty nigga.
Oh man. So,
okay, possible.
So people have been commenting on it, and your boy Freddie Gibbs, matter of fact, he said the same thing that you said about the incident, man. He said 14 times they trying to send you to the upper room, man. So I don't know. I hope everything works out for him and he gets out of that. He
got 9 more years. This is why some things you shouldn't take the trial.
First year, you got 9 more years,
man. Hey,
well, speaking of trial, in the news, the Diddy trial.
Take that.
All right, man. So before we go into anything, talking more about the Diddy trial, man. So a lot of stuff has been coming out about it, man. And Wale showed up on the feed and everything, so saying that Diddy. He had an altercation with Diddy, and Diddy held him over a balcony, man.
No, he didn't say that.
What'd he say?
He said that that's untrue of the rumor.
Oh, well, I said that's the rumor. Man, I've been on this all day. Man.
That's the rumor. The rumor that's been going around that Diddy held him over the balcony by his legs, like Red did on the 5 Heartbeats.
What about my books? What you want to talk about?
Between 9 and 5. But he's saying that's untrue. Like, he don't know where these lies come from. He tired of hearing about it. But he was like, Diddy never held him over the balcony.
And matter of fact, he said he
Big
never
Red
had an
style.
altercation with anybody. But it's a whole lot of the stuff that's coming out now, man.
But, I mean, at the same time, here's the thing. Diddy said he was innocent in all these things. He ain't never beat them women. He ain't never do this. He ain't never do that. And then you got to video him high, punting Cassie in the head and candy cane socks and down the hallway.
Candy cane.
That nigga did have them candy cane socks on. That nigga was the Grinch that year, boy.
Oh, man. Well, wait, all right. So since we talking about the Diddy trial, man, let's go into that a little bit, man. We ain't gonna go too deep into it because, opinions, vary when it comes to that, man. But how you feel about the trial, man?
I haven't really been keeping up with it, bro, just because, like, Cassie, for one, I guess yesterday, her testimony, she said she didn't want to do the freak off. She didn't like doing it, but she didn't want him to be doing it with other people instead of her. So she knew, hey, to be with him, this would come with it, but she didn't want to lose him, so she did it.
That's consent.
And you done got paid $30 million. So, I mean, some of the stuff he did, I mean, kind of crazy, or what they allegedly say he did. Some of the stuff, people signed up for it.
Yeah, and I was finna say, man, freaky sex, freaky consensual sex, ain't nothing wrong with that. So they talking about these freak offs and everything that went on in them and everything, man. So, I mean, but he's not guilty for, having freaky sex. Now, if you doped them up, if you allegedly Cosby'd them or whatever, and, got them in there doing crazy stuff, with it, and they're not coherent or anything, that's the only problem that I would see with it, man.
But, I mean, it was a lot of stuff that probably went on that shouldn't have. And then, money and power.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, I'm sure some criminal activity took place. Now, who did it and who consented to it or whatnot, that's up for debate. But obviously, some craziness and some freakiness went on.
A whole lot of freakiness.
Like Ray J say, Bussy was being taken at an all-time high. Bussy and ass has been taken at an all-time high, man.
Oh man, but people come out and say, they was there and they wasn't in the boy love part of it, man. But
the boy love.
Yeah, they wasn't in the boy love part of it, but they was in it with everything else, man. It's gonna be real interesting to see when when these names start leaking out and everything like that, man.
Man, you know what? Not to be talking about some Diddy shit, but we looking real like relaxing on some real like,
man.
And we said we was gonna have like just an episode where we just chilling and relaxed and like pajama died, what I'm talking about, robe died.
Yeah. And see, here's the thing with that, man, because y'all don't know y'all do know my brother's a pretty boy. What y'all see coming on screen, that's
24/7.
Yeah, that's him. That's what he do. Me, what's my motto, dog?
I don't care.
There you go. I don't care.
Unless it's something that you got to get clean and you bust out a cell piece.
Oh yeah.
You bust out a cell piece and be casket.
I suited and booted on
and be casket clean. I'm talking about like
I slippery shoe him real quick.
Yeah, you quick. Like Now you care about that.
But this episode here,
and be sharper than a razor.
I'm the most comfortable I have ever been on any episode. Sitting back in some shorts and my robe. For y'all who don't know, this is how we lounge for real, though.
Oh yeah, these numerous reasons why I wear this attire to bed. Number one, I seen what happened when you die in your sleep and you half naked. So many people look at your body before you are properly clothed. So that's number one. Number two, where my mind be at and how I be. And I ain't never trying to be no statistic. I'm always on point, never trying to get caught slipping. So, boy, I'm ready to go. Some shit jump off, a bitch kicking in the door. I got to chase a bitch down the street or whatever the case may be. Boy, I got these socks on, got these long pants and this shirt. I'm ready. I ain't got to worry about running and my thing flying every which way. And you know what I'm saying? My feet got to worry about, fucking up because I'm tender-footed. You know what I'm talking about?
You're tender-footed.
I'm tender-footed. I'm tender-footed. You know what I'm talking about? So I ain't got to worry about stepping on no rocks or no pavement trying to chase out the motherfuckers. So Hey, we had a relaxed episode. You know, I love this road, boy. I'm talking about, I'm on that C-Ham shit.
Yeah,
you know, Pops used to, hey, keep, and you, boy, you know, we old and we unks, boy. We love our road. Keep a 38 up in that thing like Pops do. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, I didn't even, I should know. But I didn't know yet.
Man, Pop, that was the main reason Pop kept staying in his road 24/7 when he wasn't working. Answering the door, walking the dogs.
Oh man, closing his robe up in the news, avoid them white draws.
With them tight and white, he's Pop had them tight. We was thank God he got the robe. Like we thinking, he, you know, cause he wear them draws. We had company over. This is my house.
Yeah.
And we be like, damn, man, we got company, you got females over, we got company over here, we getting clowned about you and your fruit of a loom. I don't care, it's my house. Man, he'll check the mail in his drawers. So when he got the robe, he's like, okay, he covering up. That was just so he could have his 38 on him all the time. That's all that was. Rest in peace, that boy C-Ham, boy.
Indeed, man, indeed. We gotta have some popisms. We gotta give y'all a whole episode of popisms.
Yeah, we finna. Yeah, you right.
Oh man.
But yeah.
All right, man. So, all right, again, thank y'all for all the support that y'all give us and tuning in and everything like that. And you know, podcast love and all that.
Like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
19 countries wide.
You know, a lot of people sitting back and you know, I'm gonna jump on that real quick because me and you talked about that a little earlier, man. You know. We have been getting shown a lot of love out there, and we do. We really appreciate it and everything like that. But stay out of our inbox if you're not gonna follow. Don't ask us to follow or like and subscribe if you're not gonna do the same in return and reciprocate. Shit. You know,
because that's what we do. We show love.
I'm on my third glass, man.
I see that, boy. You heard them. Oh shit, boy.
You might have to ring me in, but
they done brought that mango C-Ham out, boy. Boy, the week you done had, they done brought that mango C-Ham out, boy.
Oh man,
y'all done fucked up.
Yeah, and on that note,
I gotta control this boy now.
Yeah, it may come out again later.
I already know, bro.
Let's move on to other issues here.
I think talking about on that note. Yeah, we gonna go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on. So other podcasts, you know, so Fat Joe and Jadakiss are coming out with a new podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people out there who are really, you know, disgruntled about, you know, them doing that, you know, saying that they you know, taken from those who like putting the superstar logo on there and taken from those normal podcasts, those grassroots podcasts like us.
Right.
You know, I don't feel that to be true. You know, I don't think that to be true. I think you know, there's a well, matter of fact, I do think it's true. However, I don't think it's true. And I'm going to tell y'all why, because I just straddled the fence on that real quick. You know, there was a time where, you know, these people, they're coming out, you know, with their podcasts and they, you know, they wasn't online. You know, they say they're not down with being online and everything like that. But once they found out that's where the game is going, they've transitioned over. And yeah, of course, people going to tune in and see Fat Joe and see Jadakiss, you know, and see Mace and Cameron. Shout out to Mace and Cameron. I love y'all podcast, man. I ain't listened to Fat Joe and Jadakiss yet, but
it just dropped though. You had a busy week. My bad, Brian.
I know you good, man. I catch it, but you know, there are people out there who really don't subscribe to it, man. So what you think?
You know how we are. We want everybody to win.
Absolutely.
We ain't worrying about what everybody else doing. We just focusing on what we doing, trying to make sure we put out the best product possible. We hams, we don't hate.
Not at all.
Always the hated, never the hater. That's copyrighted too, so don't even try to steal that. But that's another topic. But, and I get, because sometimes for the last few years, when it's beefs with, you know, certain individuals and certain influencers or podcasters or whatnot, they be like, oh, y'all podcasters, y'all this, y'all that. Don't nobody respect y'all. Y'all, you know, opinions like assholes. Everybody got one.
Right.
But now a lot of them are, you know, dwelling in the podcast or the, you know, the platform of interviewing people or having their own channels on YouTube or other venues because it's what's popping now. So, I mean, I get the kind of disgruntled feelings where people be like, you know, you went from selling us out to
now you're on the train.
Now you're on the train, but at the same time, you don't. It's like, I feel like it's like the Indians with the land. How y'all gonna take our land from us? Ain't no boundaries. This our land.
Right.
it's the land. There's no line saying this is the state or this is, this is the internet. You can't control like what people do on the internet and what somebody want to put out.
No.
And some of it's hate. Like I ain't gonna say no names.
A lot of it is hate.
I'm not gonna say no names.
I stayed away from that too.
Yeah, but like it's a lot of hate where in the same aspect saying, hey, this genre is where it's at because of people like me. But then at the same time, you're talking bad about people who have lower numbers than you or this and that, or people who want to get into the podcast or the, having channels, YouTube channels and whatnot, Twitch channels. That you weren't the first one to do it.
Right.
And what gets me, I'm being on some real shit, like the video I sent you, boy, I had a YouTube channel back in 2007.
Yeah.
So, like, you saying you a pioneer. No, you're not. You're not DJ Vlad.
And hell, it was people before Vlad.
Thank you. And it's people before Vlad. A couple of them got killed doing, on the street interviews and whatnot. Some of them, it didn't take off, or some of them it did. But like Vlad, it started this years ago where it became popular to interview rappers and celebrities and stuff like that on YouTube or whatnot. But like you said, Vlad wasn't the first one to do it. So for you to be 3 or 4 years in the game and thinking you up here, but then you say some real shit about algorithms and shit by YouTube fucking with the algorithms, which I agree with too.
Yeah, they do. And I think they do with ours too. Sometimes,
of course.
I think they do with ours too. But
and that's why, and I know that.
Because we get in people bots, we like, hey man, I don't know how y'all got in our feed, but man, I'm glad I did.
Right. But then we'll go from like a couple hundred one week to a couple thousand the next week, to 4,000 one week, 5,000, like, it fluctuates. Unless we old heads. We ain't got that shit figured out yet.
Yeah,
so,
but we gonna figure it out.
Oh, and when we do,
we gonna figure it out. We figuring it out as we speak.
But yeah, we want no parts of hate and shit. And it's plenty of room. It's enough money out there. You just gotta have the right product to get it. Like anything else, if it's good, it'll sell itself.
You say good dope.
It sell itself.
Good dope sell itself. And
so small timers like us, we got to get our hustle and grind on.
Exactly.
Like we did when we got that boy G Dep. Fresh shot, but hey, you just got to do it. You got to put in the work. Yep. So it is what it is, but that hating shit.
Yeah. So all we going to do is just keep grinding, giving y'all that product. Matter of fact, let me give y'all these call signs real quick. You can hit us up at yourhamrightpodcast@gmail.com. That's YAHAMRIGHT podcast@gmail.com. If I said it too fast, there it is right there. You can also hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, wherever your favorite podcast can be found. I can assure you that your favorite podcast, your Ham Right podcast, is there. So make sure y'all get out there and hit that like and subscribe button, man. So, all right, man, moving on to what's next in the news, man. Here, Rodney Hinton. Okay, this Ohio father he was charged with aggravated murder for striking a sheriff deputy with his car, has filed a $25 million civil lawsuit against the police department. Basically, says he was physically assaulted by the police when they brought him in, and basically it's in connection with his son being fatally shot the day before for allegedly, and I say allegedly because he's not here anymore to go to court and be proven anything, allegedly stealing a car. Now, before I go further into that, man, we talked about GoFundMe in a couple episodes ago, man, and people doing them for, for certain things, man. So he had a GoFundMe out for his legal trial, for his trial, and GoFundMe took it down by the request of the police department, citing that GoFundMe cannot be used for legal defense for a crime of that sort.
Yep, GoFundMe took it down, bro. Saying, and they, condolences to the officer that was killed, and they should have never put it up. But yeah, ain't that something? And he's suing for $25 million.
Yeah.
And if you look at him, how he looked when he first went to court, first appearance, when he eyed all them police in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the lawsuit too, saying look how many police are in the courtroom for intimidation.
Oh, wow.
Staring him down and stuff. And they got video evidence of it. And he stared all of them down as they led him away out the courtroom. Then look at him when he showed up this week. He battered and bruised, man. The inmates didn't beat him up. Yeah. He a hero. In their eyes, it's the police, man. And like I say, it's different rules and regulations. And like they say, the police the biggest gang there is. And you see it.
Yeah, but the GoFundMe got taken down saying they don't.
Man, GoFundMe do some great
crimes.
things for a lot of people, but it's stuff like this, they pick and choose what side of the fence they on.
So that Mangione guy wasn't a violent crime?
Because it was police officers that killed people, innocent people. They had GoFundMes for their legal defense, and they didn't take that down. Matter of fact, those generated millions.
Yep.
But hey, again, we already know what type of game they play and what rules and regulations they get compared to what everybody else get.
Yeah, well, we'll keep y'all up to date on that.
Hey, is he a hero, a martyr, or is he stupid?
You know what, man? And we was talking about this earlier, man. I'm like, well, I don't see the difference between that and a crime of passion, dog. You know, if there's a such thing as a crime of passion, I mean, this guy, it wasn't like it was premeditated or anything like that. This happened the day after his son was fatally shot.
And everybody say he wasn't in the right frame of mind, and because they had to take him back to the police station to get his car.
Right.
Because they drove him from the police station. His family members did because he wasn't right in the head to drive.
So
I'm going to say this, and I've said it before. The book of Hammurabi, Old Testament, and eye for an eye. Boy, you done took one of mine. I got to take one of yours. And that's biblical. Take it how you want to take it.
You say your Hammurabi book.
And boy, when you space out and you lose it, hey, who knows what you might do? Condolences to all the lives lost, involved. And it's a crazy world we live in. But hey, this segment, I'm getting biblical. And I'm going to the Old Testament, the book of Hammurabi, eye for an eye.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. So we'll keep y'all up to date on what's going on with that as information comes out, man. So, all right. So get into our main topic here, man. People making over $100,000 a year living paycheck to paycheck, man. What's your take, dog?
It's the world we live in, man, the economy.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, you know, the dad in the two-parent household, the mom stayed home, took care of the kids. You know, she was a housewife, the dad off one paycheck. Y'all had a house, a car, maybe two, you know. Man, them days long gone. The economy, the economy is not matching people's paycheck. Yeah.
And depending on where you're at, you know, $100,000 ain't, you know, a year. If you just say at that level, 100,000 even. If you live in somewhere like Hawaii or
San Francisco or
Cali, anywhere
that ain't
Cali,
nothing. Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket, you know. Well, just to bring y'all up on things, there were 5 ways to break the cycle. These are things that were posted here. 1, follow a budget. Of course, that speaks to itself. You know, follow a budget. Now, the second one here. Well, I'm gonna lay them all off, and then we're gonna go back and talk to them. Pay yourself first. Number 2. 3, build an emergency fund. 4, pay down high interest debt. And 5, find ways to boost your income. Follow a budget. I can attach myself to that. Yeah, I think you should follow a budget. Put something together to where you're having something, but like you said, certain places, you know, those circumstances may not call. You know, if you say you electric mortgage or rent, and then you got lights, water, some things might have to be cut out. You know, cable might have to be cut out. You know, a car might have to be cut out. Yeah, take public transportation. Pay yourself first. I do believe in that. But the way this was talking, pay yourself before you pay any of your other bills. You know, again, depending on what market you're in, paying yourself first might take away from paying them other bills.
And I totally wholeheartedly agree with that. But you're right, 100%. Because what sense do it make for me to put in the savings account, for me to have to pull it out again or more that week or the next week to pay a bill?
Right. It's certain things in life that need to be paid. You need to have a roof over your head. You need to have electricity. You need to have water. You need to have food. So those things. Build an emergency fund. that flows back into the pay yourself first and find a budget. Pay down high interest debt.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. That speaks for itself.
29%, 30%.
Yeah.
15, the area interest, 15%. 15%.
Say, I want his jello for
I want his dessert for 15 years. Come on now, boo.
And find ways to boost your income. That was funny to me because aren't we always trying to find ways to boost our
some
income?
of us are, some of us aren't. We always is, but
yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, it's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah.
If you work long hours, you got a family or you got a long commute and stuff, by the time you get home, it's about time for the shower, eat, get ready to do it all over again.
Shower, eat, and repeat.
Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
And then so how you supposed to put a part-time job or a side business in it? But it can be done. And I ain't say all that because, you know, the grind don't stop. You know, I always say, you know, but you grind, you shining how you grinding most of the time. So the list is good. It's just, in this, like I say, in this economy and in the cost of living, paychecks and is not equaling up like before. Paychecks used to be a little bit better or right at the cost of living line. It's exuberant and outrageous now.
Man,
you go to the grocery store and leave that bitch with 3 or 4 bags or some shit. That shit was $100 and something. Damn near $100.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Unless you go to the commissary. But
no, it still costs.
Yeah, it do cost. It do cost, man.
But $100,000 a year, it costs. There's something got to do with, you know, living above your means.
Yeah. Yeah. And we didn't even venture on that portion of it. Yeah.
But not everybody. I mean, some people
following a budget.
Yeah, following a budget. Because, you know, you always got to take in what you take in. You got to make sure what you putting out ain't more.
Right.
Make sure what you bringing in cover all your bills and you still have enough left over to pay yourself first, get an emergency fund, you know, follow a budget. But it's easier said than done.
Sometimes you might have to put that trip on hold, or, you know, don't go to the club that night.
Or don't get that new car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or don't eat out every three, four nights a week.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So we would like y'all take on that. You can hit us up at yourhandwritepodcast@gmail.com. That is living within your means, $100,000 a year, paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck. Hit us up and what y'all think about that. Question of the week, dog. What you got for us, man?
All right, bet. Well, since that Kanan boy, I still got to. That book of Kanan been so good,
and I know I told you
it's coming up on the season finale, boy. So, I can't wait to see it. Boy, that Kanan been so good, and a lot of people love that Power.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I wasn't a big fan. You know, I stopped watching.
I didn't like
after the second season because I just like it just went too predictable and just. But I love that Kanan. That Kanan, one of my favorite shows. Like, I love BMF, even though it's not part of it. But I like the whole storyline.
Messed that up. It's about to be over.
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic. But I didn't watch the one with Tyreek. But I like that boy Kane. I saw a couple episodes, and I saw the last episodes. I like that boy Kane. And the Force. You know how I feel about Tommy.
Yeah,
but
what you say that ain't even real.
Ain't no white boy gonna be living through all this and that and calling the shots
like John B. He was black.
Yeah, okay, all right. But with that being said, that Force is deep. I like that Force too. So we ranking the Power books of power.
All right, so I'll go first. My number one. Even though I'm behind on about 2 or 3 episodes behind, I gotta go with Kanan.
Bet that boy Unique and Uncle man, that boy Marvin.
Yeah,
and that boy even Lou started to make me proud again, boy.
Lou, I told you, I told you Lou was coming back, man.
You
I
did.
Just didn't know how he was coming back.
You did, Jumbo.
I knew Lou was coming back. I like the one where I can't get the name one Tyreek in, man.
There's book 2, Power book 2.
Yeah, still Power. Yeah, the Power.
The one with Mary J. Blige. I didn't watch it. Yeah,
that's my second one. The original Power is my third, and then I rounded off with Force. Force is good, but like you said, some of the stuff is just unbelievable, man. I mean, he running in there just wreaking havoc, doing everything that he's doing, man. I don't see that. It just doesn't look believable to me. So, and he hooked up with Lala.
You don't like that? You ain't like that?
No, I don't like that. Drop it
Drop
down.
it. Oh, like that. That Rico from Belly. Oh, like that shit.
All right, so that's my order, man. You got Kanan, you got Power 2, then you got regular power, and then you got Force.
All right, mine's like you said, it ain't even no question with me. That Kanan number 1. It ain't even close. Surprisingly, Power Book 1 and Force is like the same to me because I'm still watching Force. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I started watching Power like after the second season, just because once 50 got killed and just him and Angela, like, you supposed to love me, but you arrest me? Like, And it's just, I just like, it's Power, and then it's Force, and then I didn't watch, like I say, I only watched like 3 episodes of the one with Mary J and Tyreek and stuff, because I couldn't watch Tyreek. You done killed your daddy.
Yeah. So are you getting into it though?
No, I've only seen.
You just watching it just to get the storyline?
I'm not watching it. I saw when they had the last episode, I watched that. And then I saw Tyreek call Tommy or somebody, so he on his way to probably hook up with D up there in Chicago on Force or whatever. And I saw like another episode, my homeboys, EBG boys, talking about, that boy Kane snapped. And I saw when Mary J got smoked. Like,
yeah, Kane raw.
Yeah. But I'm
little Bobby Brown raw.
Yeah, that's what he is to me. He Bobby Brown. I don't care what he playing. Just like Chauncey Clifford Powell.
You say little Bobby Brown.
It's Chauncey. And no matter what he play in, that nigga always, he was Kane in that, but he always Bobby Brown to me.
Oh man. All right. So then y'all got our rankings when it comes to the Power episodes. Again, hit us up and let us know what y'all think and what's y'all favorite episodes or favorite series out of the Power series. All right, man. Craziest thing seen on the internet this week. Bruh, you sent me this one, man. And it was hilarious to me. I didn't know how it was gonna come out, man, but it came out like that. And I call that one FAFO knockout. Let's check it out.
I'm scared.
Bam. Boy, it ain't the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog, in the heart, boy.
He immediately came up with an alibi. Man, I was scared. I was scared.
Dropped me.
One blow.
One hit a quitter.
Hey, man,
he rocked that chin. He test that jawline, boy.
Keep your head on the swivel when you walking up to something like that, man.
Hey.
All right, so this next one here,
in the words of Marty Mark, guard your grill.
Right. So this next one here, all right.
Damn 38.
Oh, you're rolling over.
Yeah.
You take it out your pocket, man. All right. This one here was I don't know if it was fatal or what.
What you mean? Okay, I tell you what, roll the footage and let the people in me decide.
Here we go, y'all. Bruh.
So you see how he started, he's hanging thousands of feet in the air with the balloon that's on fire that's descending. Then you saw when he hit another space of the atmosphere, how it started descending rapidly like it was going to crash. And then you saw him from hanging on to letting go. But what you mean, what happened to him?
Well, I mean, we couldn't show it if it was...
My condolences. And that's why I don't do shit like that.
I was about to ask, dog.
Hell,
I was about to ask, dog. You got
to pay me
hot air balloon, man.
Fuck no. You got to pay me millions of dollars to do some shit like that. And even then, bitch, I'm in the basket and balled up like a baser, like shitting on myself. Like, hurry up. Like, get this. Like, no,
I'm a little
dog.
bit daring when it comes to stuff like that, man.
And he thought so too. I bet you my boy thought he was daring. And hey, daring is caring. And again, my condolences.
You said daring is caring. Yeah, our condolences to him, man. All right, man. So what you got to close people out, dog?
Man, make sure you guys like and subscribe us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Holler at us on Gmail. You know, you want to add, questions or got anything to say about one of the segments, hit us up at yourhamrightpodcast@gmail.com. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Google Play, anywhere where podcasts can be listened to. We out there. Make sure you check out, our sister and our homegirl team at Hello Bestie Podcast. We just did a damn collaboration with them. That was awesome. The feedback was awesome. Check out our homeboy Talking with OC. He out there on the West Coast, our podcast partner. Check out our homeboy Soda Boy Bub. Dropping mad fire as always. Also,
hot fire.
Check out his clothing line, TrevinaDaVinci.com. Speaking of hot fire, that boy G Dep dropped another hit, him and Nevia. Y'all be sure to check him out. The official G Dep is his website. Check out Lil Jenny's Ice of Sarasota. Check out Cuz, catering events, party events, whatever the case may be. Best Italian ices in town.
Indeed.
Shit, I think that's everybody, bro.
Hey, man, showing love. Bro.
Hey, and us.
Check us out.
Yeah, check us out, because, hey, we try to do what we do and try to get y'all the best product possible. Speaking of which, I'm end y'all with this and I'm going to get the hell up out of here.
My man.
Every boss started as a worker. Got to start from somewhere. Small steps equal great distances. As always, stay grinding, stay shining, stay humble, stay hungry, stay blessed. We're going to get up with y'all.
Indeed. And normally I close y'all out with Stevie Wonder quote, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to give y'all a ham quote. Most of us who are sitting here listening to us right now got more dirt at the bottom of their hourglass than they do at the top. Make sure you're showing love and respect to those who show love and respect to you. In the words of my man Stevie Wonder, hate knows that love is a cure. Y'all stop hating and get the loving out there.
Boy, this nigga dropping bombs. Boy, I see you, bro. Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
That nigga dropping bombs.